So, where do I start? Trying to find I've come to LA to move, to fill a void in my life. And within that journey, I found myself on another journey, on another quest. Before I can even get to that journey, I have to explain what the first journey taught me. In my first journey, which was the surface-based, a lot of the things that were most familiar to me, most comfortable for me, changed. You know, obviously me deciding to move to California was the first thing. I knew it was something that I had to do because I wasn't happy where I was. I wasn't happy in the place I was in life, and just physically, spiritually, everything. So coming here and finding those journeys, everything that was on the surface, changed. My friendships, my address, my relationship, my attitude. I began to feel a distance between some of my closest friends. I began to feel jealousy. I began to feel confusion. Just weirdness, you know, with some of the people I was closest to, like awkward accounts for no reasons, and awkward absences also for no apparent reason. And these are all things that within my first 6 months of moving to LA I went through. My relationship, I began to realize, was very surface based within itself. It was for people, it was not fulfilling. It did not serve me. It didn't grow me. It didn't make me feel whole as a person. It didn't give me what I gave it. And I realized through moving here that that was my first chance of freedom, my first chance of any kind of feeling something. You know, I was able to put my feelers out there and just feel being alone and doing nothing, really, essentially. I came out here to do nothing. I spent a year doing absolutely nothing but finding myself. And I realized how much control that person had over me and my mind and my thoughts, even in their absence, when I would decide to do things that I thought would be fit or suitable for them. You know, once I moved, I decided to be for me. And that person began to make me feel like I was a bad person for that. You know? So everything in my life changed. Everything. Every person outside of my family, you know, my bond with my family grew stronger. My relationship with God and my spirituality grew very strong. So fast forward, my whole purpose in moving to LA was to open my store with my friends, and that failed. It was a failure. before I could celebrate the success of it, it failed. And it failed miserably. And it failed because of decisions I made. You know, I'm not going to blame anybody else, because I know I chose the team that I chose, and we chose each other to make this work. And if we could each take the fault and blame within ourselves, then we all make up for where each falls short. That broke one of my very close friendships with a friend of mine that at this point is irreplaceable, and I'm okay with. And that's another thing that people have to understand. With growth and through these journeys, it's okay to lose friends. It's okay to understand that you have outgrown somebody or something, and I'm learning that now. I've learned to forgive people. I've learned how to work through things, how to work hard, how to pick up with nothing and move on and carry on. It forced me to learn how to figure it out. It's forcing me to learn how to figure it out. I haven't gotten it figured out yet, but it's forcing me to prove something to myself. It's forcing me to test what's in myself. You know, today was the first time I went to church here in LA. I've been here 355 days. And today was the first time I went to church, and they talked about seeds and how God has planted seeds in man from the beginning of time, and how he's given us the seeds and the herbs to reproduce and to multiply plentifully, and also what it means to have an infinite increase. And I can't help but apply that to my life and where I am now, and try to understand how every step and every moment up until this very minute has been preparing me for what's to come. The pressure of society, the pressure of life, just period, could overcome you. There are days when I feel like I don't want to get up. There are days I don't get up. I just hope that tomorrow I feel how I do today. And honestly, that's what I want to pray for. Like, I just want to pray for that consistent relationship, for that seeking, you know, for that knowledge. You know, I pray that that stays in my spirit. I pray that there is an infinite increase, and I seek the soil that's suitable for my seeds to be planted. My creativity, my ideas, my intuition, my spirit, my love, my heart, all of that is planted inside of me, what's inside of me. And for some reason, society births us to not listen to our inner beings, our inner child, our inner selves. Like, society tells you to get up and get a job, get up and go to school, get a job and go to school and work for someone else's dream and have a 9-to-5, and that's okay if that's what you decide to do, as long as that's what you want to do. As long as when you wake up and you go to sleep at night, that's what you're thinking about and that's what your heart drives you to do, then that's okay. If that's not how you feel about what you're doing, then you need to stop. And, you know, some people may say I'm crazy because I'm speaking to you from a place like you. I'm not rich. Shit, I'm broke. But at the same time, I'm not, because my mind is where it needs to be. And I know what's to come will follow. So